Yeah.
Please hang on. Please. This is an official interruption of your local entertainment transmission.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show, starring Jeff Lutz.
That's what we do on this show. We say it.
I hear you loud and clear.
And Jason Duda. For today, anyway.
It's way more fun if it's just off the cuff.
Wow! Hey! Isn't that exciting?
97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Only the best for your special playtime.
Stand by for action.
Welcome back. Hour number 2 of Bob and Jeff. Jason Duda's here. Bob will be with me. He'll be with me tomorrow.
Oh.
He will join me as esteemed honorary co-host.
What? I'm not in tomorrow?
I guess not.
Holy
You want to
man.
be?
No, I'm good. I need a day off.
Thursday, you're back.
Well, that's right. I'm back Thursday.
You are. You're back Thursday.
3-day week for me. Man, you guys just taking days off all the time.
Well,
good for you.
It's kind of that time of year.
Is it?
I don't know. Is it?
It could be.
I don't know what time of year.
When don't you want to take a day off?
Well,
let's be honest.
If none of my employers are listening.
Who out there can honestly say that you could just use a day off? Who wouldn't? Who says that? 99% of the people would say, "Yeah, I could use a day off."
I don't know. Would they?
95?
Because a lot of
90?
people would feel like if they took a day off, they'd fall behind. The rat race would get the best of them.
Okay, so say you're not falling behind, you're not missing anything, you just got a day off, and then the next day would be just like you were there.
Just a day off and business as usual the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, then 100%.
Didn't miss anything, you're not behind, you just got the day off, you go in the next day and you're right where you were.
I don't know how to feel about days off.
In what way?
What's the better part, right? Having a day off or knowing you have a day off the night before? Because the day off...
The night before.
I agree.
It's by 100%. It's the night before.
I would agree with that. I would.
Especially if I know I got a day off and I don't have to get up at 3:30, 3:45. Are you kidding me?
But then
it's like I can stay up till 10 instead of 9.
That's incredible.
Like
you are
out
living
of the way.
on the edge.
I am right there. I can almost go to the bars when they open. That's where I'm at.
Darn right.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
but that's a no-brainer.
Because the day off, it ends with you basically resuming your routine.
Yeah, you probably got something to do normally. Sometimes maybe you just get a day off just to do nothing, which good for you.
I hear you.
If that's the case.
But you're going to bed at 9, and then you're getting up early again.
Now, the best thing about the day off is knowing the day before, when you're done today, you don't have to go tomorrow. I think that's even better.
Rank top 5, obviously, although you work some weekends, and I get it. But normal work week, rank the best days to take off.
On a normal work week?
Yeah. What's the least good day to take off? We'll go 5 to 1.
The worst day?
Yeah.
Thursday. Because then you got to go in for Friday.
But Friday's usually easy. Friday's kind of laid back. I don't know if I think I would put
not where I'm at.
I think I would put Tuesday as the worst day to take off.
Well, you could do Tuesday or Thursday. I think those would be. I might agree with you. Tuesday, because then you go in Friday knowing you got the weekend coming.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd probably go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Friday, Monday.
I like Mondays. Like I work Saturday mornings, so I don't have to work Monday, and I love not having to go in on Monday.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, because even going in Saturday morning, I'm done by 9:30, so I still got the whole day. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I still have the weekend, because the kids and the wife are basically still in bed when I get home, unless we have something to do. So I don't really miss anything on Saturday. Does that make sense?
I hear you.
Like I'm not missing anything. The only problem is that that's the end of the week. So Saturday night, I'm tired early on Saturday.
It's rough.
Because you're getting up all week.
You got to pace yourself at our age. I think it's better to miss between Friday and Monday. I think missing Monday is better because you get a little bit of a longer weekend. Friday's almost kind of the weekend itself.
True.
And then when you go back to work, you only have to work 4 days, right? You get it's it's a faster start to the week as opposed to an earlier ending.
Well, it always feels longer if you're off on Friday and you don't have to go back till Tuesday. You know what I mean?
That
Like,
doesn't happen very often.
Friday to Tuesday, that feels like that's a break for some reason. Because Sunday is always that day knowing you have to go back on Monday. So Sunday is kind of a muh. But when you get that Monday off,
then Sunday
man.
feels like Saturday, but then Monday feels like Sunday. It's just it's all weird.
It's all confusing.
It's all weird.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't either.
You can go either way on this.
And by the way, I need you next Wednesday.
Jeez.
And I need you next Friday.
Well, we'll see.
Next Friday is definite. Next Wednesday, if you can't do it, it's okay. We got an all-staff meeting at Channel 12. I usually like to be there for those, especially because they're feeding us.
That's why.
Well, it makes a big difference. And they're feeding us, Jason. Wait for it. What do you think? What do you think they're feeding us?
Something I like?
I don't know why anyone wouldn't like it.
I don't know. What is it?
Stroud's.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's good.
They got what are they got? Is it Bang Bang Wings or something they call them?
I don't know.
Kaboom Wings.
I usually just have the regular
Kaboom. I think
fried
it's Kaboom.
chicken.
They're pretty good.
They do a good Thanksgiving meal as well. I don't have many strong opinions right now, sports wise, but I do have one.
Well, let's hear it.
I am sick.
Oh.
And tired.
Oh.
Of Michigan State basketball. That's where I'm at right now. They lost yesterday to James Madison.
Probably shouldn't have.
No, they shouldn't have. I just don't. I'm tired of them. Go away. You've not done anything.
Is it because Izzo was there for so long?
No, Izzo's still there.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean. But is it because he's been there for so long?
No, that has nothing. It's indirectly, but I don't have anything against him personally. But it's always, they're ranked high, and then they underachieve typically, and then they get into the tournament as like a 7 seed. They win a couple games, and then everyone says, "Oh, you can't count out Tom Izzo in March." I got news for you.
You can?
You ready for this?
Tell me.
You can count Tom Izzo out.
When's the
March.
last time they've been to the Final Four?
They've been to the Final Four a few times. They've won one championship. It was in 2000. 2000.
Well, yeah, but...
And you know how many title games they've been to?
How many?
Since then? None. They've not even played for the title. And Final Four, that's a great accomplishment. I guess. But do something more. You're Aaron Rodgers. You got one ring, you're pretty good usually, and you're annoying. That's Michigan State right now.
Wow. And annoying.
Yeah, they're annoying.
They're annoying.
Should they be, I don't know. That's all I got. Whatever.
Should they be what?
Should they be in that Champions Classic every year with Duke and KU and North Carolina?
How do they do?
Isn't that it's Kentucky, not North Carolina. It's Duke, Michigan State, Kentucky, Kansas. Is that the right 4 teams to put in a pot every year?
Well, yeah, but they're getting put in the pot because it's Michigan State and Izzo, right?
But is that the right team is what I'm asking.
Every year?
Every year, that's the 4. It's the Champions Classic or whatever it's called.
Well, they probably named it themselves.
I don't know who named it. I'm sure it has some kind of branding behind it.
Well, I'm sure it does.
But you're getting away from the actual question that I'm asking.
Should they be there?
Those games
in the
take
Champions
place on
Classic?
November 14th. Duke, Michigan State this year, Kansas, Kentucky. Man, talk about 2 absolute blowouts we're going to get.
Probably.
Duke's going to crush Michigan State.
Probably.
And KU will crush Kentucky.
Probably.
So are those the right teams? Should we mix it up? Should we have something like, obviously we're not going to change it up year to year.
Well, that's
but
the thing.
Maybe a 5-year.
That's the thing. You can't mix.
Why not
those
Gonzaga?
are the teams that are going. Well, yeah. Why not Gonzaga?
Why not Gonzaga?
I don't know.
They're also kind of annoying. No titles.
You know how hard it is to win a title?
It's not that hard.
Oh my!
You win
Did
6.
you just
win
say
6
that?
games.
That's just easy against, and your last 3.
Well, somebody
4
has to do it, right?
Are going to be tough.
Somebody has
So
to
you
do
think
it.
the same team should do it over and over and over and over
No,
and
but
over
give
again?
me one.
Win and one.
If you're in it every year as a high seed, you should win once.
And what do you consider
once a decade?
What do you consider a high seed?
Top 6.
So that's 36 teams. How is all those
That's
teams
24 teams.
or 24 teams? How is all those teams going to win it every 10 years? Impossible.
Yeah, the top 2.
They
then.
should win once every 24 years. So he's on his 24th
Well, I
year.
guess they're my
so
pick then.
There you go.
Man, I don't like
here
that you
it
just
comes
did that.
around again. Arizona. Here we are. But we're talking Michigan State now.
I don't like that you just did that.
One every 24 years. They won in 2000. Now they win in 2024. Oh,
No, I'm
you
talking
just-
about.
you-
No,
Here's
here's
over.
where I just got you.
It's over.
Here's where I just got you.
Oh, okay. I know. Hit me.
How many teams are a top 6 seed all of those 10 years? Because that's what I'm talking about. When I'm
It
not just
wouldn't-
taking every top 6 seed in those,
It wouldn't matter because you got to take all the top 6 seeds. They all have a chance to win.
but some of those repeat over the year to year. Kansas is always a top 3 seed or 4.
True.
Kentucky was there for a while. North Carolina was there for a while. There's teams that repeat. So I would say, yes, every 10 years, if you're a top 6 seed in at least 8 of those years, you should have won a championship.
No way. That's just no. It's too tough, man.
It's not that hard to win once a decade. It's
Say
not
that
like
to
it's
the, how many schools are there? 300 and some
yeah,
whatever.
and most of them suck.
Well, they're not as good as a lot of the
How
Power
many
Fives.
teams can you legitimately say will not win a championship? Out of
Well, there's probably a lot, Jeff.
right.
But you can't say that you should be winning every 10 years because then that means there's only 10 teams actually winning.
There's 362 teams in Division 1.
Okay.
Can Tennessee win the national championship?
Why not?
No. Can Arkansas?
Why not?
No. Because they just won't. I don't know why not. They just won't. Creighton won't. USC won't. Texas won't. Wisconsin won't. These are all top 20 teams in the KenPom. No, Maryland will not. It's pretty easy to start eliminating teams from even the top.
I don't
Alabama
know.
will not win the national championship. I can say that right now confidently. So you're basically, I don't think Houston will win the national championship. Purdue won't, and they're number 1 in KenPom. So you have KU, Connecticut, Gonzaga, Arizona, Duke. The champion will come from one of those schools.
From one of those schools.
Yes. Prove me wrong.
Well, I can't prove you wrong.
Well, make a case against me if you have any belief in it.
Well, the last 20 years, UConn's won it 4 times. Is that right? I
Yes.
think that's right. So they won it 4 times. Villanova's won it twice. Kansas is in there
Twice.
twice. You got Virginia.
Duke has won 1 or 2 probably.
Duke has won 1, 2. They've won it twice. So you have all these teams winning it 2 or 4 times.
Right.
So how can you allow?
Because those are the teams that should win it once every 10 years. We just named them all. Right? Kansas, Connecticut, Gonzaga's never won one.
Duke, North Carolina.
Duke, Arizona's usually in that mix.
They haven't won it. Florida won it twice, back to back.
Has Arizona not won it since 98?
No.
That can't be right.
Arizona won it in 97.
97. They haven't even been to a Final Four since 2001. Well, forget Arizona. They're not going to win it either. So now we're down to 4 teams. And Gonzaga's not going to win it because they never have.
Because they never do.
So we're down to Kansas, UConn, Duke. That's it. Book it.
Kansas, UConn, Duke.
That's it.
Villanova's out.
I think so.
And they've won it twice.
They're good, but they're not good enough.
North Carolina, they're not.
I just named the schools that'll win it.
So that's it.
That's your list.
Go to FanDuel.
Duke, Kansas, Connecticut.
Three teams. They're the only teams that have a chance.
I bet. How much you want to bet? Like, what odds would you give me? 3 against the field.
You should be giving me odds.
Why should I be giving you odds?
You just told me that those are the teams that are going to win it.
But you have a lot more possibilities than I do.
I'll give you 3-1.
3-1. That's it.
That's
I
it.
want
You
12,
got the 3 best teams.
12-1.
You're not getting 12-1.
6-1.
You're not getting 6-1.
5-1.
You might get 4.
Okay, give me 4-1.
I'll give you 4-1 odds
for 20.
For 20.
All right, I like that.
Book it.
I like that. So I need UConn to repeat. KU. I'm worried about KU a little. I don't see a lot of depth. And UConn, or Duke, which is incredible. There you have it.
There you have it.
That's it.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
That was pretty easy, right?
That was fairly simple.
Kind of made my point.
Yeah, you are so smart.
So dumb.
So dumb.
K-State lost last night in Vegas. Didn't see it. I'm worried about K-State. I was hyping them up preseason, and now they lose one of their big impact transfers, and they've lost Naquan Tomlin to an indefinite suspension. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with K-State. Maybe everything that happened good in year 1 under Jerome Tang, maybe now that balances itself out and we just get bad news all year. Because it hasn't started good.
No. They lost some key guys, obviously.
You don't really want to start with USC, but that's beside the point. And
I'm glad they started with USC. They didn't play one of these teams they were just going to crush.
Well, I guess.
mean, go in and play a tough team. See where you're at. Why not?
I hear you.
Everybody's so worried about losing early and losing to a team. Who
I don't
cares?
care
If you're supposed to be good, it shouldn't matter.
What?
Why is a persona always? Oh well, if they lost, so they're done.
That just wouldn't
They're
be the
done.
game.
It's over. Their season's shot.
I didn't say that.
It's ridiculous.
Of course, it's not shot. What are you talking about? I'm just saying I would choose a different team other than USC to play in my first game. That's not the game I would choose if I was Kansas State in this position. Because where you at, you still don't really know. They didn't have 2 of their main guys, probably. Definitely Tomlin. The Grant kid, we'll see. That's just not the game I want to start with.
Okay. Sure.
That's it?
That's all I got. If that's where you're at and you're stuck on it, that's fine.
Now they have Bellarmine, which I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. I was going to ask you.
I mean, I think they're okay, actually.
They can't be okay.
Hold on.
Hold on to what? Seriously.
In some sport, they beat some people recently.
In some sport.
So what are they good at? That's what I'm trying to...
That makes perfect sense.
They were 20-13 2 years ago. Does that count?
Who are they playing? The Sexsmith Secondary Sabres?
They won the Atlantic Sun Championship. So that's good. Good for them. And then they play South Dakota State, Providence, Georgia. See, or Miami. They'll have some games. But don't start with USC. Don't do it. I don't care if it's, I don't care if it's for TV.
I kind of like it. Go play a tough team.
I don't
Why
care
not?
if it's for TNT Max. Just don't want it.
I'd rather see that. We were talking about that yesterday. We're like, oh, it's the opening night, and there's no games that you want to watch.
You kind of got to wait. You got to ease into it.
Ease into what?
College basketball
People
season.
who are waiting for college basketball season, now they have to wait longer after the season started because they're going to watch a scrimmage, basically, in a lot of these games.
Well, I guess.
I don't like it. That's just my opinion.
Well, let me see if there are any games today that do anything for you. You have Florida Gulf Coast and Indiana. You have Auburn and Baylor. That's a pretty good game.
That would be all right, I guess.
Baylor, it appears, the only ranked team that is playing tonight. Oh, there's Florida A&M and Creighton. Good stuff.
Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey.
Are you okay?
Sometimes I wonder about you, man.
Lemoyne and Georgetown.
Oh, yeah, that's a doozy. Come on.
You know it's bad.
Just stop.
You know it's bad when some of these schools don't even have links Like you can't click on their team.
They're going for a paycheck.
Oakwood against Kennesaw State.
Saturday, November 11th. You don't even have any good games on then.
Southern Adventist against Texas A&M Corpus Christi on ESPN Plus. You're not going to watch that? Just saying. North Dakota State Creighton on Saturday isn't bad. But yeah, we need some Saturday games for sure. What about Sunday? Nothing's coming.
Nothing's going to be on Sunday.
Eastern Washington, Cincinnati. I don't know, maybe. No, I'm not feeling it. Let's get us some games, man.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Get us some games we want to watch.
I agree. All right, let's take a break. We might have a game when we come back.
Well, we'll see.
We will see. It probably would behoove us to have a game. Do you want to have a game?
Sure.
Really?
Love to have a game.
You'll bring a game?
No. This is Tuesday. You bring
But
games
we don't
on
do
Tuesday.
the show together on Friday.
Sometimes we do.
Never. When?
We used to do it all the time.
Yeah, when Bob was gone.
Well, how many times do we really do it on Tuesday? We've done it twice in what? The last how many months?
Twice in the last how many weeks? 2.
Oh, Jeff.
Stay with us.
If you don't, then don't. I don't care. Whatever.
I'll see.
I could care less. We can argue about something else.
Stay with us. Heidelberg at Akron on Saturday. Bob and Jeff, KFH.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show on 97.5 and 1240 KFA.
Welcome back. Wondering Where the Lions Are by Bruce Coburn. Coburn.
What Lions?
Regardless of how that's spelled, it is pronounced Coburn.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Yeah.
I don't want to. What are you showing me?
How it's spelled.
I don't even know who it is. So how would I know if it was spelled right or wrong?
Oh, my God.
What?
Because some people would say cockburn, and we all know how painful that could be.
I wasn't going to say that. Are you going to get us fired?
We do that bit. On
It's funny.
FM
I
radio
played with a guy. That was his last name back home.
Who was he?
He was just a guy. Trust me, I felt bad for him. You playing against other guys, other teams, he got. Ugh. It was something.
All right.
We can't go into it, let me tell you.
Here's sort of a game.
Oh, we're going to play a game?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Well, what do you got?
I'm going to ask here.
You're going to ask what?
Well, we need the music
Oh, we need
first.
the music.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
All right. I almost said welcome back. I really don't know where I am right now. This is starting to get a little concerning.
What's going on?
I don't know.
You got some issues?
I've just spaced out twice.
What a shocking surprise that is.
It's not really that great.
Oh, I am spaced out. First time ever? Is that what you're going to say?
Well, maybe,
no, it's not.
Maybe you shouldn't be doing that on the radio, man.
Doing what on the radio?
Spacing out.
Well, you probably shouldn't, especially since you are in the captain's chair.
All right. Here's the first question about your career.
No. What?
It's not really about your career. It's about the teams you played on mostly. In 2002 and 2003, the Wichita Thunder had 3 coaches.
2002,
Can you
2003.
name them?
2002, 2003. 2002, 2003.
Yeah, that's not that long ago. 20 years.
2002, 2003.
21 years.
Was that who
One-
was here? We had Wellesley.
No.
No, I'm going back. I'm trying
Okay.
to go through.
One of the coaches only
The
coached
coaches.
one game, so I'm even.
That would have been Sean O'Reilly
Yeah. What happened
and then
there?
Rob Weingartner.
No. What
No,
happened?
he was later.
Why did Sean O'Reilly only coach
Well,
one game?
because we made a coaching change, and then we didn't have a coach, so they asked Boomer to come coach for us.
Boomer.
Yeah, Boom Boom O'Reilly. That was his nickname, the Junkyard Dog. He had multiple names.
How
Old
does
Boomer.
Boom Boom become then Boomer? Why not just start from Boomer and
He
go
had them
from there?
both. He had them both. And then he had people that were calling him the Junkyard Dog. And he
Why?
was a Junkyard Dog for a while.
Why was he that?
Yeah, he was tough.
Meaner than a junkyard dog?
Yeah, he was
Badder than old King Kong.
That's one way to put it. No question about it.
All right, well, you still haven't answered the
Okay,
question.
so it was him. So then did Laxdal come after that?
Yeah, he was after...
He was after
Riley.
Riles?
Riles, sorry.
Who was before that then?
Coached
was that
34
Was
games.
that Knuckles?
I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know who Knuckles is.
I know who Knuckles is. I can see him and I can't remember his name now. He played here before.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, he did. He played here in 94, 95.
Yeah, Laddish. Jimmy Laddish.
Yeah. I was going to say Latos. But I do remember now that you've said it, that it is Laddish.
That's right. That's who was before.
So, okay.
So then what happened was he got fired, and then we were going to Indianapolis. And we didn't have a coach yet. So they called O'Reilly and asked if Riles like, yeah, sure. So he came out and coached that game, and then they hired Laxdal. So that's how that happened.
Man, this is a hard question. I'm not going to ask you that question.
What? Well, probably not. Why am I even saying anything? I probably don't want to know.
Okay, in 2008, 2009, you had 3 coaches. No, you didn't. Those 2 are assistants. You were one of them. Who was the other? The other assistant under Brett Bilodeau.
Oh, that's Rob.
You have taken a lot of blows to the head, my friend.
It was Rob.
It was Rob.
Rob's last name. Rob. Oh, now I feel bad. What was it?
Rob Boyle.
Boyle. Dang it.
All right, this is the impossible question. You will, and I'm going to preface, but I'm only asking because if you get it, I will be absolutely amazed.
Okay.
All right, in 2008, 2009, you were 33 years old, right?
Yeah, 30. Yeah.
33.
Yeah.
That's what it says. We'll go with it. There was only one other player who played at all for the Thunder that season, and he only played 3 games. And you got him from Corpus Christi, and he's from Fall River, Massachusetts. And he was 33. He had played the previous year for the Corpus Christi Ice Rays. He had played for the Thunder in 2002-03, 20 games. And he was also 33. You two were the only players in your 30s on that team.
And he played when?
08-09 is when his last stint with the Thunder. And he also played here for 20 games in 02-03. Played a lot with Macon earlier. Played with Asheville of the UHL.
He was in Macon.
What? Yeah, he was in Macon in 1999-2000.
Where else did he play?
Adirondack. He was mostly in the UHL. His CHL stops were Macon, Wichita, El Paso, and then Corpus Christi.
This is a guess, but because he played in Corpus, is it? I can't remember his first. Raposa?
Yes.
Is it really?
Bobby Raposa.
Bobby Raposa.
That's quite a get.
That is quite a get. That was a guess.
I mean, you weren't going to get it from.
If you'd have just said that, I wouldn't have got it. But once you started naming off the other teams, that kind of gave me a reminder.
Bobby Raposa, in his hockey DB hockey database picture, he's got a jersey on over a shirt and tie with glasses.
With glasses.
He's wearing glasses. You don't have a picture on hockey DB. Why?
I have no idea. What am I supposed to?
Well,
I don't know the rules.
Bobby Raposa does.
Well, Bobby Raposa is a good player.
All right. In 2008, 2009.
Oh, man. What's with this season? Okay.
You led the team in scoring at 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other players had at least 30 points. Obviously, it's just a terrible team.
Oh, it was bad.
Can you name any of those players?
Well, I was playing with, and that coach really liked, what was that kid's name? We sent him to Odessa. Ended up sending him to Odessa the next year.
Yeah, you got to pronounce
Ofukini.
Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah.
Ofukini. Troy Ofukini from Kamloops, British Columbia.
There you go. And then who else played on my line that year?
I don't know.
Oh,
Joel
I know.
Hansen?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Joel
That was
Hansen.
your line?
Well, it wasn't kind of a line. I didn't play much that year.
Well, you had 55 points in 58
I know, but
games.
he didn't play me. Like we didn't get along. Bill and I, we did not get along.
Well,
he
you
thought
were his assistant coach.
I was. Well, that was just from the year before because I'd signed, and then he got the job late August, early September, because our manager got fired. Chris Preston got fired right at that time.
Is that when Joel T came in?
And then Joel T came in. And
I
Billy
remember.
and I did not see
that was
eye to
when the
eye.
Wingnuts and Windsurge were not Windsurge, but Wingnuts.
It was probably when he first got there, and he's like, well, because he came from the East Coast, and he's like, well, I'm just going to get 6 or 8 guys out of the East Coast that get cut. And I said to him, you East Coast guys that get cut can't play here. I said, I'm sorry. I said, it's not that much better hockey. It's not.
Right.
I said, if you're going to get 6 to 8 guys, we're not going to win anything. Like, literally we're not going to win anything.
Well, you were right.
And we got 6 to 8 guys, and he did the same thing the next year when he got fired. And so he never played me. I remember sitting and playing maybe 2 shifts a period.
You had an amazing year then.
For the ice time I had, actually, yeah, I did.
No, like
that was probably
legit a point a night.
When you're talking the actual amount of ice time I got that year, I had a good year.
You had a great year.
For 55 points. It was one of my lowest years ever.
Yeah, but in 58 games.
So that was that was a schmozzle. Then I broke my back and it was over. Done. See ya.
All right. I'm sure you've told this story before, but in 1998-99, you only played 34 games. Why?
98-99?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the year I broke my wrist. See that one? See that scar?
Yeah.
Got hit in Oklahoma City. Dislocated my wrist, inch and a half. Like when I took it out of my glove, it looked like a stair.
Yikes!
And when I went and took the went to the we were in Oak City. Went to get the X-ray, and when they took the X-ray, the 2 bones in your forearm were in the palm of my hand.
That's not what you want.
So they had to rip it. They pulled it back out to reset it. And he started to do it. He gave me a loco, so I couldn't feel anything, but all you could hear is crack. And I said, knock me out. Like, stop. Knock me out. Knock me out now. And
Goodness.
And so there was a guy there that drove me back because the bus went back. And I was in surgery the next morning. And I had 2 pins and a screw that I still have in my hand. So anytime you see an X-ray, you just see a big screws that are stuck in there. I had no feeling in my hand for 9 months. Didn't know if it was ever going to come back because the nerve was damaged so bad. It was a mess. Absolute mess.
Who we got?
Timmy from Wichita.
Timmy from Wichita. What do you got?
Hey, Duda. Look, I was over across the pond watching the Chiefs, but hey, I heard you. Don't be nonchalant, man. You got a rafter. You got a jersey hanging in the rafter. In the Coliseum, you're bad, man. You're bad.
I appreciate it.
Watch you go. we used to watch you go back in college, and you know what? Yeah, you weren't a fighter, but dude,
you watched him in college.
Yeah, watched him in college. Hell, I'm 48 years old.
What college did he go to?
No, I watched him when I was in college.
He was in college.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I apologize for my co-host. When it comes to hockey, he's out in left field without a glove, so pay no attention.
Yeah, no. Hell, if I could play in college, I'd have done that. But dude, own it, man. Own it. You got respect in the city. You got a rafter in the jerseys.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
Yeah. But
yeah,
dude,
see?
we used to love to watch you, and I remember one game, a fraternity brother took a puck to the face, and you know what? You got checked, and you had enforcers take care of that. So yeah.
Yeah, I had to buy those guys a lot of beers over the years, and I loved every minute of it.
Well, hey, own it, man. You
Own
deserve
it.
Just own it.
I'll own it.
Thanks,
I'll own
Tim.
it. Thanks,
Timmy.
Tim. Appreciate it.
You owning it?
I'm owning it.
All right.
Timmy says own it. I'm owning it.
All right. That's your biggest fan right there.
Love him. Love him.
He watched you when you played in college, he said.
When he was in college. So much easier. Oh, you're thinking. Are you in space again?
I'm in space. I don't know what's
What's
going
your
on.
problem today?
I don't know what's going on today.
You've had a lot of issues today.
More than a newsstand. Here's a question.
Boy, good job.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
And it's sort of Guardians related, but it's a bigger question because the Guardians hired Stephen Vogt.
Yes.
And Guardians fans are generally very enthused, including me. But some in the overarching baseball community believe that you should not hire a manager without managing experience.
How would that be possible then to ever do that? Because you have to hire the same people.
Minor leagues, managers, summer league, whatever.
You're never going to make everybody happy.
Fall league, I mean.
Ever. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You're never going to make everybody happy. So you do what you think's best at the time. This guy could be fantastic.
Could be.
You don't know. Do you just want to go hire an average guy just to say that you hired him and he has experience? Or would you rather say, you know what, let's give this guy a shot. I kind of like him. I went through the interview process. He said some really good things, kind of like him. He played. People know who he is.
Everybody loves him.
So why not give him a shot?
Why not? You know he's going to surround himself with other people who've done it, right? We got a veteran coaching staff. It's not like he's going to bring in a bunch of 30-year-olds to run the team.
Well, no.
On the field.
So I like it. Give the kid a chance.
Yeah, I'm older than him.
Well, that's okay.
He hit a home run in the big leagues, I was told, 398 days ago. And now he's a big league manager. Isn't that crazy?
Just like that. That's how it happens.
He was a bullpen coach.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
I hear you.
And then you get an opportunity and you take advantage of it.
And now he's the Cleveland Guardians manager. And we've entrusted him with a very mediocre roster.
That's the only problem.
That hopefully, over the course of the next 3 months, gets better.
Well, and that's really not up to him in a lot of cases, right?
No, it wouldn't be.
Your GM who's going to say, these are your guys. Go win ball games. And then some coaches look at there and go, how?
You got to figure it out.
Thanks a lot. And then you're going to chop my head off because these are the guys you brought in.
Yeah.
That's just the way coaching is.
If you hire a manager, give him a team. Royals hired a manager, Matt Quattaro, and didn't give him a team.
No.
Had a bad team.
Makes it tough.
It does.
Makes it really difficult. And if you're young and it's your first shot at it, you're done. And it's too bad. But on the same time, if you can go in and turn it around a little bit and make a bad team a 500 team, all of a sudden, look at what this guy did. So there's the ups and downs and the roller coaster rides that you guys are going to go through with this, and we'll just see how it turns out.
There are guys on both ends of the spectrum. You know, Mike Matheny didn't have managing experience when he went to the Cardinals, did not do well, but then he had experience, and the Royals hired him, and he did even worse. And Craig Counsell never had managing experience. Now he's the highest paid manager in the game. David Ross, who he replaced, won a division title in his first year, 2020, I believe, now fired. I mean, it's just managers are managers. Some are good, some aren't.
Managers and coaches.
Brandon Hyde, no managing experience, probably going to was manager of the year last year for Baltimore, has a chance. I think he's in the finalists again this year. Just whatever. It's just whatever.
Look, you don't know. You don't know how the clubhouse is going to react. You don't know how a locker room is going to react. Josh McDaniels, he was supposed to be the next coming off Bill Belichick and da-da-da-da.
And he had a lot of experience.
And had some good players.
Yes.
I mean,
not a ton of head coach, but
in
with
Vegas,
the Broncos.
he had some good. You got Max Crosby on the defensive side. You had Devontae Adams all of a sudden. You had good players, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be a good coach. And it doesn't mean that if you don't have experience that you're going to be a bad coach.
I think most of it is connecting with people.
You have to connect with the players, and they have to have some respect for you in order for them to go out and play hard. Because if the players don't like it and the locker room is awful, then what happens on the field is awful. That's just the way, that's it.
Yeah.
If guys aren't happy and you're not having fun, tough to have a good team, man.
No doubt.
That's the way it is.
What'd you learn today? Anything?
I learned nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I learned nothing. What did I learn?
Nothing. What was there to learn?
Nothing.
And now the show's over.
So I'm going to go home learning nothing. Well, I'm in the same boat I was 2 hours ago when I got here.
Good luck.
There we go. Happy days.
Jason will not be here tomorrow. Shed a tear. But he'll be back on Thursday for the 3-man booth. We can't wait. Thanks to Max Power, producer and engineer Matt Beeler, Conway Springs football coach, and Phil McClintock, Friends basketball coach. See you tomorrow.
Introducing Carvana Value Tracker, where you can track your car's value over time and learn what's driving it. It might make you excited.
Whoa, didn't know my car was valued this high.
It might make you nervous.
Uh-oh, market's flooded. My car's value just dipped 2.3%.
It might make you optimistic.
Our low mileage is paying off. Our value's up.
And it might make you realistic.
Car prices haven't gone up in a couple weeks. Maybe it's time to sell.
But it will definitely make you an expert on your car's value. Carvana Value Tracker. Visit Carvana.com to start tracking your car's value today.